Et bonjour, bonjour, bonsoir à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. En tout cas, moi ça va très bien. Je suis encore, je suis encore dans l'effet du sommeil. Donc c'est très, oui, voilà quoi. Donc vous avez ma gueule, encore aujourd'hui. Ouais, là présentement, ce que vous voyez ici, c'est littéralement un énorme paresseux. Un paresseux qui vient de se réveiller, très très tard en fait, mais qui s'est quand même réveillé. Du coup, je savais pas exactement quand était le live sur Genshin Impact pour la version 2.3. J'étais au courant de rien en fait. En fait, ça disait le live était présenté sur Twitch à 7h heure UT. UC. Du coup, UC, j'avais aucune espèce d'idée c'était quoi déjà. Du coup, ouais, je suis un peu confus. Je suis un peu confus. Parce qu'en même temps, il était censé y avoir une espèce de live à 5h. Mais en fait, c'est 5h heure de France, en fait. Donc du coup, 5h heure de France, là-bas, c'est 11h ici, en fait. J'aurais dû assimiler, en fait. Donc du coup, mesdames et messieurs, j'espère que vous êtes prêts. Je suis assez chaud en ce moment, même malgré que je sois un peu, encore un peu sous l'état de choc, en fait, de mon réveil. Du coup, est-ce qu'on a les sous-titres en français pour tous ceux qui ne sont pas nécessairement pour l'anglais? Allez. Je vous mets les sous-titres en français, évidemment, pour ceux qui veulent comprendre ce live, évidemment. Sinon, si le truc de sous-titres ne fonctionne pas très bien, je tenterai, à mon plus grand désarroi, je tenterai de vous traduire certains passages. Okay? Alors du coup, version 2.3 de Genshin Impact, ça dure 40 minutes. Je suis 1 heure en retard sur le live officiel. Je m'en excuse. Mais voilà. Donc du coup, j'espère que ça vous plaira. On est parti. Let's go!
Greetings, travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 2.3 special program. I'm one of your hosts, Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler Ether in Genshin Impact. And today, I'm joined by...
Hi, everybody. I'm Corey Yi, and I voice Goro in Genshin Impact. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance, ready and waiting.
Nice. And our other host for today is Koi.
Hey there, I'm Koi Dao. I play Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius, as you can see from my chibi, which is super adorable, by the way. My, it certainly is lively outside of the workshop.
Welcome to the special program, guys. Are you too excited?
Yeah, man, like, Genshin is my favorite game right now, so I'm just excited to talk about the details of Goro.
Well, I'm just super glad to be included. Haven't done one of these before, but been wanting to, because look at my teeny tiny little chibi body. I am so adorable!
As always, we'll be doing previews for the upcoming content in version 2.3. You guys ready?
Oh, I am so ready.
Let's do it, man.
All right. Let's start by jumping right into the version trailer. Shadows amidst snowstorms.
Oh.
Nice.
That's a lot of S's.
D'accord.
With this newfound strength, I will defend those who fight alongside me. Protecting my soldiers doesn't just mean having a robust defense in place. It means going on the attack. The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum. Pull in! Keep your weapon at the ready. You never know what's around the corner. Press the advantage!
And Oni!
The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant.
Arataki Ito. We've been trying to apprehend him recently.
People see Oni causing trouble again. That'll defeat the whole purpose of the sacrifice we made!
Come on, men. He won't get away this time. Just give yourself up, Arataki.
A long time ago, I picked up this rare paper charm. is very precious to me. When it gets torn, this place goes up in smoke!
Ah, that idiot Oni. What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face. There! It's showtime! Oh, coming through! Step aside. Ito's back in town.
You've had your fun. Now it's goodbye.
Shut up, would ya?
The transcendent and miraculous are not the only things to which human beings aspire. They pursue the everyday, the ordinary, to a far greater extent than I would have ever imagined. This mountain we stand on is a cradle of life's profoundest mysteries, a vast and terrifying hotbed of possibilities.
People are put off by the cold and don't realize that there is much to explore beneath the icy
Oh,
exterior.
Are you here to build a snowman too? Let's combine our forces and build ourselves a huge snowman. It'll be a ton of fun. What's on your mind? You seem a little distracted.
Some of my alchemy notes are missing. We do not yet know the identity of our thief. Please take care.
Dragonspine has become more dangerous than it used to be.
Oh no! Avalanche!
Albedo, what the devil do you think you were doing?
What? Wait, what?
I like the snake puppy.
Super cool to see Albedo and Eula in Dragonspine.
Like, I don't know what's going on there, but it looks pretty tense. Also, can we please talk about Bennett looking amazing? That was,
I know, right?
like, one of my favorite parts, to be honest.
I know we probably can't wait to learn more about the all-new content we just saw, but before we dive in, let's give away our first redemption code.
Bon alors, si vous en profitez, vous avez déjà le premier code, pour ceux qui jouent à Genshin Impact évidemment. Donc ça me laisse le temps de discuter un peu de ce qu'on vient de voir en fait. Donc déjà là, c'est intéressant, excusez-moi, c'est intéressant de voir comment, comment les cinématiques sont tellement badass dans ce jeu en fait. En plus de ça, déjà on a le nouveau boss qui est une espèce de loup spectral qui sort littéralement d'une faille temporelle en fait. Il a l'air vraiment cool. On a Ito, enfin on a enfin un premier visuel sur Ito. Ben, en fait, ceux qui ont probablement déjà vu des démos sur YouTube, ben, il y avait déjà des démos présentant le personnage et ses capacités, mais ça n'a jamais été expliqué énormément. Mais voilà quoi, on a enfin Ito. Du coup, ses capacités spéciales, quelles sont-elles? Il évoque une espèce de petit taureau. Ça par contre c'est intéressant, on dirait un peu ce que fait Bal en fait.
Beetle fighting, trading card games, spinning tops, kendama, hide and seek, you name it, I can play it. What do you say? Pick one and we'll have a little contest.
Takanori.
Just make sure you're ready to get thrashed.
Whoa.
Did you see him swing his claymore and then fix his hair?
He's
like
so
the
stylish.
coolest dude in Inazuma.
And yet he's like kind of this goofy kid at the same time. Like hearing his words, it's so interesting, that dynamic, but I'm into it.
Okay, so our first character to introduce is Arataki Ito. As you can probably tell from the horns on his head, this guy is definitely not human.
That's right. In fact, Ito's horns are a symbol of his Oni heritage. Just like the Adepti in Liyue, Oni are a special kind of being in Inazuma.
We have already encountered other special beings in our previous adventures across Inazuma, such as the Bake Danuki and Tengu. This time, we are adding Oni to the list. Aside from Ito's heritage, his unique charisma has also attracted all kinds of followers to him. Word on the streets is that Ito has established his own crew, called the Arataki Gang.
Okay, so he's a gang leader. That's an interesting twist.
Yeah, but he's not quite the kind you might be thinking of. There have been some interesting stories about Ito floating around town.
Yep, he's the big guy with the horns that would play cards with kids to win all of their snacks from them.
Absolute menace.
That sounds like a kid's worst nightmare.
And apparently, he also won a ramen eating contest against a certain fox-eared lady.
Right, which is another aspect of his character. He has a strong will to win no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. It probably explains why we see his rematch challenge to Kujo Sara on the Hanamizaka bulletin board. Oh, Sara's the one who defeated him and confiscated his vision under the Vision Hunt decree.
Well, enough of us just talking about him. Why don't we let Ito himself introduce his combat skills? Let's welcome our special correspondent, voice of Arataki Ito, Max Middleman.
Taking it to the max.
Oh mon Dieu.
Hey, can you hear me? Check, check, 1, 2, 3. Arataki numero uno Ito here in the flesh. So, what are we doing? Talking about Ito's fighting style? Cool, let's get into it. Ito wields a claymore and manipulates the Geo element. He's strong, tough, reliable, a true Oni horn to toe. His normal attack performs up to 4 consecutive strikes, and when his second and fourth attacks hit opponents, Ito will gain stacks of superlative super strength. Pretty cool name, huh? Oh, another thing to note is that Ito's normal attack combo won't reset for a short time after using his elemental skill or performing a sprint, which means you can keep on swinging even after you move. When you hold to initiate a charged attack, you can use superlative strength stacks to perform Arataki Keisagiri slashes without spending any stamina. Each Arataki Keisagiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative super strength. When the final stack is consumed, Ito will unleash an especially powerful attack. When no stacks of superlative super strength are available, Ito will perform a Saichi Monji slash. Oh, and most importantly, remember to keep your hairstyle as cool as possible, even when the wind keeps trying to mess it up. After unlocking the talent Arataki Ichiban, which, by the way, means Ito's the best, when Ito uses consecutive Arataki Keisagiri, his resistance to interruption greatly increases, and each slash causes the subsequent slash to have higher attack speed. So your slashes will keep getting faster and harder to stop. With another one of Ito's talents, Bloodline of the Crimson Oni, damage of Ito's Arataki Keisagiri is increased by a certain percentage of Ito's defense. When using his elemental skill, Ito hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, at opponents, dealing Geo damage. When Ushi hits opponents, it'll grant Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength. Ushi also happens to be an auxiliary member of the Arataki gang. Aw, isn't it cute? Anyway, Ushi is considered a Geo construct, and it'll remain on the field to taunt surrounding opponents and draw their attacks. But Ushi won't stick around forever. It'll flee when its HP drops to 0 or its duration ends. Ushi also grants Ito 1 stack of superlative super strength when it takes damage and when it leaves. Next up, let's talk about Ito's Oni King form. After unleashing his elemental burst, Royal Descent, behold Ito the Evil, Ito lets his inner raging Oni King emerge, using his Oni King's Kanabo in battle. Yeah, you see that mace he's swinging? During this state, Ito's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to Geo damage that cannot be overridden. The first and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Ito himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. While in Raging Oni King state, Ito's elemental and physical resistance drop, but his attack will be increased based on his defense, and his normal attack speed will also be increased. Ito also has an exploration talent, Woodchuck Chucked. When we have Ito in our party, we will have a chance to obtain an additional log of wood while using attacks to collect wood from a tree. So, collecting wood materials will be more efficient. Ito's pretty slick, huh?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone interact with Ito in our future adventures because he's honestly a really fun character to voice. And those are all
Oui.
the inside deets about the
Takanori
one and only Arataki Ito. Zach, throwing it back to you.
Takanori Nishikawa, c'est la version
And
japonaise
that's all
du
from our
personnage.
special correspondent, Max
Et c'est le
Middleman.
chanteur
Thanks,
de
Max.
TM Revolution,
Thanks, Max.
Bye, guys.
Guess I was okay, Max. Just
un
kidding.
groupe pop électronique.
He looks like such a
au
cool
Japon.
character, though. Like, he's got really interesting
Donc, c'est
combos and
aucune
stack
des voix
stacking,
très
and like,
connues
I
qui
don't
avait
know, that
été,
just seems really
disquée,
cool
en
to play.
fait.
Totally. Next, we're moving on to our other new playable character in version 2.3. Let's see him in action.
Goro. Voilà. On va aller voir Goro. Ah. Il y a un petit truc flottant sur à côté de lui.
If there's anything ever troubling you, don't keep it all muzzled up inside. You can always speak your mind with me. Although I can't guarantee that I'll always have an answer, I'll certainly offer you my best advice. Even when I can't muster much of a response, you can always count on me to be a good listener.
Sa compétence
Whatever it
élémentaire
I'm all ears.
et son ultime sont deux trucs de zone, en fait.
Whoa.
Here we
He
go.
looks like a real good boy with a big, beautiful heart.
That he does. That he does.
I like him.
So, I know what everybody's wondering. Can we pet his ears?
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be a little awkward, but if anyone could pet Goro, it'd probably be the Traveler. Not you, Zach, but the
He
Traveler.
wants some pets.
Just to be clear.
I would like to scratch Goro behind the ears.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Anyways, with all that being said, although Goro looks really young, he's one of the most reliable characters you might ever meet.
Yeah, in fact, among the Watatsumi Island Resistance, he's known as Top Dog Goro.
Right, which is interesting because Goro is still younger than most of his fellow officers. He earned the nickname because he's close with his troops, and the other officers are always lining up asking him for advice. And to be completely honest, Goro often doesn't know the right advice to give either. But he can't let the soldiers down, so he just gives some general pointers and responds based on his own gut feelings, which has worked pretty well, so everyone sees him as reliable.
Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you wear your heart on your sleeve.
But as soon as he returns to the battlefield, Goro is back to his serious general self, ready to lead the troops. Although, because Goro is still young and inexperienced, his temper can sometimes get the best of him. Anyway, let's take a look at how he fights. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance wields a bow and holds a Geovision. His elemental skill Inuzaka All-Round Defense deals AoE geo damage and sets up his General's War Banner.
Aw, the dog paw on the banner is so cute.
Ah.
I love it.
Thanks,
Okay.
guys. Well, this banner is more than just for show. It provides buffs to active characters within the ability's AoE based on the number of party members in field who are of the Geo element. So, for
Okay.
example, when we have one Geo party member, it grants a defense bonus. When we have two Geo party members, in addition to the defense bonus, it increases resistance to interruption. And when we have three Geo party members, it adds a Geo damage bonus on top of the previous two bonuses
Wow,
we
ok,
just
faut
mentioned.
vraiment que tu aies
Okay,
buildé
so
ta
what you're
team en
saying
perso
is
géo
the more
pour que ça
Geo
pour que ce soit
characters we
vraiment
have
comme
in our party, like
énormément
I don't know,
puissant, en fait.
Albedo, the more buffs we gain from Goro's elemental skill.
Yes, that is correct. Any characters who like defense and Geo, and there's a few of them, would probably like that a lot.
Ça a son
And
effet,
finally-
mais en même temps, c'est...
Thanks,
Si
Koi.
tu joues pas
And
énormément les
finally,
persos
we
géo,
have
ou si t'en as
Goro's
pas
elemental
énormément,
burst, Juga forward unto victory. Unleashing his burst, Goro deals AoE geo damage and creates a field known as General's Glory. Just like his elemental skill, the field provides buffs to active characters according to the number of Geo party members. What's special about this field is that it moves together with your active character and periodically generates a crystal collapse, which deals AoE geo damage to one opponent within its AoE. After unlocking the talent Heedless of the Wind and Weather, Goro's elemental burst also increases all party members' defense. And another one of Goro's talents, A Favor Repaid, grants damage bonuses to Goro's elemental skill and elemental burst based on his defense, which is great because I love seeing characters using different stats.
Wow, so that's all really cool. But I have to admit
Donc
that little
Goro
sidekick
et
of his
Ito
is
sont
so
deux
cute.
personnages
Look
qui
at
se
how
basent
it waves
énormément
its
sur la
banner
défense
alongside Goro.
pour ce
I
jeu.
want to be its friend.
Okay, Okay, guys, focus. Come on.
I will be its friend.
C'est assez spécial en vrai.
So, aside from his combat-related talents, Goro also has a pretty useful exploration talent called Seeker of Shinies. Yes,
Seeker of what?
that's Seeker of Shinies.
The shiny.
It's amazing and it's adorable. Yes, I totally understand that. This talent displays the location of nearby resources unique to Inazuma on the minimap while you have Goro in your party.
Oh my goodness, let's go seek some shinies. It's gonna be so handy when we're farming materials
contre,
in Inazuma.
J'avoue que
Totally.
là, Goro
Yeah,
serait
so, you
probablement
guys like
très
Goro?
utile. en vrai.
Sound pretty good?
Yes.
Very good. A very good boy.
A very, very good boy.
I knew that's where it was going, and I'm
Les enfoirés.
not disappointed.
Well, all right, now that we've had our first look at our new characters, let's check out the event wishes coming in version 2.3. The event wishes for version 2.3 are going to be a little different from previous versions.
Wait, what?
This time, we will be opening 2 character event wishes at the same time during the earlier phase of version 2.3. They are Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and Eula's Born of Ocean Swell.
Donc Eula
Okay,
fait
so
son grand retour.
both Albedo and Eula's rerun will be available at the same time. That
Wow.
means that's cool. What
Sounds
else we
pretty
got?
cool, yeah. Well, also in
Ceux
the
qui n'ont pas eu la
later
chance
phase of
d'avoir
version 2.3,
Eula,
the character
ou
event
même
wish
Albedo,
Oni's
profitez-en.
Royale will become available, featuring our 2 new characters, Arataki Ito and Goro.
I'm guessing many of our
sense.
viewers might be curious about the first 2 rerun event wishes, so why don't we give some more details?
Oh yeah, for sure. With each version update, we've met many new companions on our journey. So some new players might want to get limited characters from previous event wishes, but it's probably gonna take a long time before they see their favorite character return. After collecting and considering player feedback, the devs have decided to push reruns forward when the timing fits the version content.
So, coming back to the 2 concurrent character event wishes in version 2.3, both will actually share the same cumulative pull count toward the 5-star drop guarantee, which means any pulls you make on one of the character event wishes will also count towards the other. So, for example, if you pulled 50 times on Albedo's Secretum Secretorum and didn't gain a single 5-star character, then you are still guaranteed to gain at least 1 5-star character in the remaining 40 pulls on Eula's Born of Ocean Swell. There will be more information in an upcoming announcement with more
Ils sont
details
jumelés
on these
ensemble,
new
techniquement.
wish mechanics.
And as expected, with new characters comes new storylines. Ito's story quest, Taurus Iracundus, will be added in the new version for travelers to explore. The Oni race once left countless figures in Inazuman legends.
Honnêtement,
But
c'était
how
assez
do
inattendu.
Ito or other Oni live
Le
in the
retour
current
de
Inazuma?
Eula, en fait.
For any players interested in
Assez
diving
inattendu.
deeper into Ito's backstory, this story quest will be a great place to start.
Sounds swell to me.
In addition to Ito's story quest, both Goro and Beto will be receiving their very own hangout events in version 2.3.
That's
Oh,
right.
gosh.
Players are going to get an inside look at some of the secrets
Jamais,
behind General
jamais
Goro and
fini
his hangout.
la majorité de,
Oh,
de ces affaires-là, en
we'll
fait.
be joining Captain Beto for an all-new adventure in her hangout as well.
We have quite a few new storylines awaiting travelers in the new version, so remember to save up some story keys to unlock those.
Heck yeah. If you like new characters and storylines, I bet you'll like some new weapons and artifacts in version 2.3. The
Oh!
new 5-star Claymore Redhorn Stone Thresher
Nouveaux
will be
artefacts.
appearing in one of version 2.3's weapon event wishes.
Ok.
Also, the new artifact sets Husk of Opulent
Donc on a
Dreams
déjà un
and
artefact qui est basé sur
Ocean
la-
Hued Clam will become
l'augmentation de la
available in the
défense.
new version. Players will be able to gain these artifacts through a new domain located on Seirai Island in Inazuma.
Well, that's great, because I've been clamoring for new artifacts. And new artifacts always bring new possibilities for characters and great party combinations.
Yeah, for sure. And now that we've covered all the new
Donc on a
equipment
déjà un
coming our
truc qui
way,
est
we're
énormément
ready
basé
to
sur la
see a new
défense
deadly
et les
boss
trucs de
rising in
géo.
the coming version. Let's take a look at the Golden Wolf Lord.
Et l'autre est basé sur les points de vie, en fait. Ouh. On reverra un peu plus tard les artefacts. Wow! On dirait une version astrale du loup de glace à côté de Mondstadt, en fait.
And And that's our new open world boss, the Golden Wolf Lord.
The Golden Wolf Lord.
Spicy puppy snake. I love him.
I'm kind of grappling with like wanting to fight it and wanting to pet it. I don't really know what those
I'm
actually
going to
do.
make it
crois pas qu'il soit du
my
genre à se faire-
golden
à se
wolf
faire,
friend.
Oh, did you
se
guys
faire
see the
dorloter,
tornado
hein.
too? I'm like, I better not get hit with that thing.
Yeah, seeing that just made me feel winded.
Also, the size of that thing, that is one giant rift hound.
Yeah, now that you mention it, the structures of their bodies look really similar.
Great observation. Technically, the Golden Wolf Lord is the king of the Rift Wolves,
Ça veut dire que
which
ça
is
va être encore
also the reason
pire.
why Rift Hounds and Rift
Genre,
Hound
déjà qu'il
whelps
est plus-
appeared
déjà
in
qu'il est plus petit,
Surumi
il est plus
Island in the
gros.
first place.
Il donne un
As a
effet de
giant,
corrosion
monstrous
sur les,
beast
sur
from
les, sur
another
les personnages,
world,
même avec un
its
bouclier.
subjects are tasked with making preparations
Imaginez,
before
lui,
it
comment ça sera
descends.
pire.
And since this monster will be a recurring boss in Surumi Island, players will be able to challenge this abyssal beast at any time.
Okay, challenge accepted, but how do we fight it?
Well, let's give everyone the inside scoop. In combat, the Golden Wolf Lord's attacks can apply stacks of the corrosion
voilà.
status, which will
ça
cause
va être
all characters in the party
horrible.
to continuously lose HP. When the Wolf Lord's HP drops to a certain threshold, it will summon Rift Hound Alphas to provide it with
Déjà que
shields.
les petites
That
versions
doesn't
puis les
sound
versions
fair.
élites étaient
I mean, I
horribles.
think I'm up for this fight, but it does sound pretty tough.
Mais alors là, déjà, en faire un
but
boss
don't
en
worry,
plus.
in the latter stage of the fight,
Oh
the
my
Wolf
God.
Lord's resistance to geo attacks decreases, while its attack increases. So you'll have to factor that into your strategy.
I gotta do math? Okay, is there anything else I should know?
Nope, I think that's about all we have for this new monster.
All right, it's probably a good time to take a short break and give away our second redemption code.
Sounds good.
All right, code inbound in 3, 2, 1.
Profitez-en pour le deuxième code, évidemment. Donc là, du coup, on a un boss. Ils ont osé aller faire un boss d'un ennemi dont ils se foutent totalement du bouclier, en fait. Déjà là. Double bannière, en fait. Ça, c'est quelque chose qu'ils avaient jamais fait auparavant. Hein. Genre, faire un retour sur Albedo et Eula. Déjà là, c'est quand même pas mal parce que ça permet à certaines personnes d'aller chercher des personnages qu'ils n'ont pas pu avoir. Eula est quand même spéciale, elle a sa petite spécialité. Albedo aussi, mais c'est pas des personnages que je joue principalement non plus dans Genshin. Par contre, Ito, il a l'air intéressant. Goro, c'est un peu moins en fait. Parce que c'est surtout que c'est un personnage qui se base sur le fait qu'il a d'autres personnages de type
Welcome
Géo
back,
dans sa team.
travelers. Next up, we'll be giving some exclusive details on the new events coming in version 2.3. This time, we're returning to the snowy Dragonspine area to explore an all-new event. Koi, I know that you know a thing or two about Dragonspine, so
Fallait bien
why
qu'on
don't
y
you take the
retourne, hein.
lead?
It would be my pleasure, Zach. Okay. The main event in version 2.3 is called Shadows Amid Snowstorms. In this event, the Adventurers Guild will be holding their winter training on Dragonspine. They plan to have seasoned adventurers pairing up with newer recruits. Some of our old friends from Mondstadt will be joining to help out too. You know, like Amber and
C'est
Eula.
quoi ça?
Oh, that's
Il y a
cool.
un petit
You
chapeau,
see what I
un petit chapeau de
did there?
Noël.
Cool, 'cause it's cold and
Yes, Zach, I did see what you did there.
Well, we'll definitely need our friends to survive the deadly cold of Dragonspine.
Yep. Travelers who've reached Adventure Rank 20 and completed the prerequisite quests will be able to participate in the event.
Évidemment.
And you know, outside the event storylines, travelers can participate in various challenges and earn event currencies to exchange for a range of rewards.
I'm excited to
Cinnabar
chill in Dragonspine again,
Spindle.
but what kinds of gameplay can we expect for travelers during our winter training?
The first is called Agility Training. Basically, it's a special speed training. Once you start, you need to follow the guides to proceed down a race course. The goal is to get the highest score possible before successfully reaching the end. And your score is based on the amount of time spent and the number
Wow.
of insignias of adventure and insignias of conquest you're able to collect during the
Ah ouais.
training.
Ooh, and it also looks like we've got some special buffs to make use of.
Un jeu de
That is
vitesse?
correct.
Pas mal.
Special blessings will sometimes appear
je suis
while
dans
you
le pot.
race. There are two kinds of blessings. First is the Gale Spring blessing, which will enhance your character's jumping abilities. And second is the Iron Skin blessing,
Non,
which
elle
will
passe à
allow your
travers les
characters to
obstacles.
shatter ice pillars around them.
Okay, so we'll need to aim for the ice pillars containing insignias once we have this blessing.
Oh, you are so smart. That is correct. Travelers should be sure to make use of it. Some insignias of adventure will be hidden in the course, but insignias of conquest appear only at certain times. Ooh. You'll need to get the correct timing down and grab them throughout the challenge. The second type of gameplay is tracker training. Travelers will need to find and melt all the ice crystal piles within the training area to complete the challenge.
So a pyro character is going to be a must for your party in this one.
Yep. But this training shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just need to be careful of the nearby enemies and surrounding environment. And our third type of gameplay is combat training.
Ooh, combat, my favorite part.
Combat training camps will contain lures that can be activated to begin the training session. Lures will start in a state of source cold and will emanate cold air that not only increases the rate at which sheer cold will accumulate on your character, but also gives nearby opponents a buff at fixed intervals.
Sounds like this one might be a little more intense for challengers then.
Yeah, but don't worry. There are multiple mechanisms around the lures. Travelers can activate these mechanisms by attacking them while carrying scarlet quartz. Once you've activated the 3 mechanisms, they will change the lure state to heat source and cancel the accumulation of sheer cold.
Ah, voilà.
Yeah, see? When lures switch to heat source mode, characters will also restore a certain amount of energy at fixed intervals. So on heat source mode, dealing damage to opponents while carrying scarlet quartz will unleash all the quartz energy in a single blow, dealing AoE pyro damage to the opponents.
I can already see myself searching frantically to find scarlet quartz in
Non,
this
cette fois,
one.
les persos animaux
Actually,
vont faire
besides
du
looking
pyro
for scarlet
damage.
quartz in the surrounding area,
Ouais,
you
ouais,
can
quelque
also
chose.
obtain scarlet quartz by defeating certain monsters during the challenge. All 3 of these trainings have multiple challenges, which may be completed to obtain event currencies, primo gems, and more. You can also obtain some snowman components from the tracker training and combat training.
Dude, the snowmen. That's a nice seasonal touch.
Yeah, I would love to make a snowman on Dragonspine.
Oh my goodness, me too. Participate in the event to collect components, which can be used to build snowmen in-game. Travelers can also exchange some of their components with their friends.
Oh, hey, we're all friends. Why don't we
Perceivably.
build them together?
We could build snowmen. I'd be down.
Yeah.
That is very exciting. And to add to the excitement, players will be able to claim rewards by building snowmen, including a new 4-star sword named Cinnabar Spindle. Yeah, you want to refine this bad boy? Well, you can collect event currencies and exchange them for the sword's refinement materials via the event shop.
C'est quoi les bonus qu'elle donne?
So, I'm sure players are wondering, can we keep our snowmen after the event's over?
Absolutely. We can bring the snowman bases and components home after the whole thing wraps up.
All right, another decoration for our Serena teapot. I'm looking forward to checking out all the snowman styles.
Oh yeah, me too. But you know what? Aside from all the winter training events, we'll also encounter a mysterious boss once we get further into the event story. But travelers will probably have to discover that for themselves.
Découvrir, vous avez presque quasiment déjà révélé en fait.
I'm super excited for this event. Are you guys excited?
Yeah. And it sounds like we'll have a ton of seasonal things to do on Dragonspine. All right, next we'll be heading back to Inazuma for our next event titled Bantan Sango Case Files, The Warrior Dog. Wait, what?
What was that?
Was that you, Koi?
No, it was Corey.
You can't blame this one on the dog.
Okay, anyway, back to our event. There have been mysterious disappearances of animals across Inazuma lately, and of course, the Traveler is there to help. According to the Commission, our objective is to find and bring the missing animals back. During investigation, we get to find a mysterious dog which patrols around some of the missing animals.
Well, a dog? There's like a whole bunch of dogs here.
Wait, what?
These are all its canine bunshin, which are like illusionary copies.
Oh yeah, these aren't your average guard dog. They're carrying a little sword.
That's why we
Wait,
need to
what?
sneak to where the dog keeps the little animals and avoid being detected, unless we want to be attacked.
That, sir, sounds super scary.
Yes, it does. In this event, travelers will obtain a gadget called the Ubiquity Net. Travelers can use it to replace their elemental skill with the net's ability. We'll use this ability on the indicated animals to whisk them away. If the skill hits a canine Boonshin, it will be stunned for a short time. Travelers can also activate smoke machines and fireworks around places of interest to cause distractions too. Throughout our investigation, we'll also discover numbers of animals that have been kept in cages inside places called dens of thieves. We'll need to defeat the surrounding opponents first before opening the cages and coming to their rescue. By completing event challenges, we can claim rewards including Primo Gems, so be sure to give it a try. After this event ends, travelers can complete the related world requests to obtain a brand new gadget called the Omni Ubiquity Net.
That's quite a name.
Yeah. Unlike the gadget from the event, this upgraded net has been modified using Onmyodo. It is said it can capture the essence of smaller creatures before using the net itself as a medium to replicate their forms.
So what you're saying is, we can keep pets with
Well, sort of. We
tu
can
peux
use the
attraper
net as a way of
certains animaux
recreating
grâce à ça
animals that we
pour
meet
les
in
envoyer
the
dans
open
ta
world
théière, en
and
fait.
place them in our Serenity Pod.
C'est quand même quelque
But the
chose.
bottom line is, I can be like Draff or Timmy and have an army of pigeons at my disposal.
I will accept this.
Right. But please note that there are some little critters who cannot be recreated using the net. Travelers may find which animals can be recreated in the archive.
Yes, we're gonna get to keep some more animals in our realms.
Our next event is Energy Amplifier Fruition.
Ça revient,
Some
ça.
of you may remember the previous Energy Amplifier event. It turns out that after our previous research, some remaining mutation stones have started to surface. In the new version of the Energy Amplifier event, travelers will need to get to the places of interest and eliminate threats there.
But mutation stones can grant powerful bonuses to opponents, so we'll want to take care of those first before facing the enemy.
Yeah. After defeating the enemies, we can open the chests to claim rewards. What's different from the previous Energy Amplifier event is that once travelers have cleared all the investigation tasks in Act 1, they'll automatically gain the Energy Amplifier and all of the Earman Soul Fruit fragments. Each act cleared will unlock the corresponding deceitful domain.
And just like the previous time we entered this event, we will be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the domains we enter, and the Energy Amplifier will help amplify our abilities in these domains.
Directement
The
après
fragments you
en fait.
configure into the Energy Amplifier will determine the buffs you gain during the challenge.
In terms of rewards, there will be both first clear rewards and milestone score rewards to claim in this event, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. Our next event to introduce is Misty Dungeon Realm of Light.
Ça me dit quelque chose, par contre.
Travelers may remember this one as well. Just like our previous Misty
Ah,
Dungeon
voilà.
event,
C'était cool.
travelers
Il
will
était
use
cool,
the
cet
trial
événement-là,
characters
pareil.
to complete dungeon trials. You will need to find all 3 of the ancient runes in the dungeon and complete their corresponding challenges to activate the runes.
Once all 3 runes are activated, travelers can gain access to the final challenge.
There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapon systems that will detect and attack any intruders.
So travelers must use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
This time around, there will be new trial characters available and new trials for travelers to challenge. For example, in the Thundershock trial, Electrocharged will not only receive a damage bonus, but also increase the rate at which your elemental skills and bursts can be used.
Well, that sounds cool, and also super helpful for finding our way through all the enemies.
Definitely. And don't forget to finish as many trial quests as possible to claim more rewards. And speaking of recurring events, our most popular merchant, Lieben, is coming back in version 2.3 with his goods. Players can search for Lieben and submit the materials that he requests to claim rewards. And that's all we've got for the upcoming events. We've covered quite a bit of content already for version 2.3.
We sure did, and buckle up because there's more. We've got some details on a fun update to the Serenity Pot.
Right. After the version 2.3 update, we will be able to put Paimon into our Serenity Pot.
Wait, what?
And she's got some new dialogue for us while she's in our teapot. Come and talk with Paimon whenever you have the chance.
I don't think that I want to if that's what she sounds like, but I think I will take pictures with Paimon. It's not often we get to snap a photo with Paimon.
Okay. And that concludes the new version content for today.
That was a pretty good Paimon.
All right, everybody ready? The third redemption code is on the way! Yeah!
I don't want it.
Corey, you doing?
No.
Oh gosh. Ok. Plus jamais. Ok. Bah, c'est cool, il y a certains événements qui reviennent. Avec certaines modifications qui font probablement en sorte que les événements vont être meilleurs que précédemment. Du coup, c'est pas mal. C'est cool de revoir certains événements qui vont revenir, comme le truc du labyrinthe, justement. Mettre Paimon dans la théière, ok, fine. Ça, c'est purement esthétique. Sinon, j'ai complètement oublié certains trucs, en fait. Mais en vrai, certains événements qui vont être nouveaux à DOS Dragon, au final, vont être pas mal, en vrai.
Every journey has its end. And we are reaching the end to our special program.
Yeah, time really flies, huh?
It sure does.
Don't rush.
As Zhongli says.
What was that?
So, Koi and Corey, you are both first-time hosts on the program today. What do you think?
You know, it's just been such a journey for me personally, going from voicing NPCs like Draft to voicing Goro and being able to be here on the special program. And I just can't wait for you guys to get to know him better. So thank you for having me, and it's been an honor.
Aw, that's sweet.
That's
you and
awesome.
Goro are two very good boys. Speaking of good boys, there's so many doggos in this update. Did you see? I'm going to pet all of them, and then I'm going to make 10 million snowmen.
Sounds like a good plan. I'm also super excited for the snowmen and checking out all of their different styles. And the Golden Wolf Lord looks so fierce and scary, and the tornado, but I will die plenty of times, but I will enjoy it because
we can face it together.
Yes, together. Help me out, guys.
Remember
Please.
to pack your albedo.
Yeah, you're coming with me. Bring him, Koi, bring him.
I better.
Well, that's it for the special program today. Thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 2.3 special program, and we'll see you all in game.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Ok. Eh ben, mesdames et messieurs, c'est pas mal, ouais.
A real good boy.
On a eu énormément de petits trucs spéciaux, hein. Je retourne justement sur certains trucs que j'ai pas eu le temps de lire, en fait. Ok, donc, là, si on regarde, l'épée, elle a l'air énormément cool. Déjà là, encore, il y a l'autre épée 4 étoiles un peu plus loin dans l'événement de DOS Dragon qui est plus loin. Sinon, les nouveaux artefacts. Donc déjà là, c'est plus 30 de défense. Un personnage équipé de cet artefact, donc l'artefact au complet en fait, le set au complet, obtiendra l'effet de curiosité avec les conditions qui suivent. Sur le terrain, le personnage obtient un stack après avoir frappé un ennemi avec une attaque géo. Trigger un maximum. Quand il n'est plus sur le terrain, le personnage obtient un stack à toutes les 3 secondes. La curiosité peut être stackée plus de 4 fois, au moins 4 fois. À chaque fois, ça augmente de 6% la défense et de 6% un bonus de dégâts géo. Quand 6 secondes ont passé sans avoir obtenu un stack de curiosité, le stack se dissipe. Ok. Donc c'est un set qui est énormément basé sur déjà de base sur la défense. Et c'est un set pour les personnages géo au final. Le deuxième, bonus de soins plus 15%. Ok. Quand un personnage est équipé de cet artefact, de ce set d'artefacts, ça guérit le personnage qui reprend de la vie. À la fin du temps, l'accumulation de vie, si les dommages accumulés sont similaires à la réaction de charge électro ou de superconduction, ils ne sont pas affectés par l'élément maître, le niveau du personnage ou le bonus de dégâts de réaction Seulement un truc de bonus du set peut être produit à toutes les 3,5 secondes. Chacun d'entre eux peut accumuler plus de 30 000 PV. Ok, donc c'est un truc. Ok, donc c'est un truc qui se donne sur le champ de bataille, si je dis pas de bêtises en fait. Et ça peut guérir sur un maximum de 30 000 PV en fait. Ça, je pense que c'est quand tu es au combat en fait. Ok. Il y a l'événement Shadows Amidst Snowstorms. Donc on a une petite épée 4 étoiles. Ça reste à savoir qu'est-ce que ça va donner. Ça, c'est quoi par contre? Ah, ok, c'est le matériel pour augmenter son ascension en fait. Ok, je vois. En fait, on dirait un peu la version lumineuse de l'épée 4 étoiles qu'on a eu dans l'ancien événement du monde d'os dragon en fait. Ok. Donc en vrai, non, c'est pas mal en vrai. On a eu quelques petits trucs plutôt sympas, je dois avouer. Que dire des personnages? Déjà là, je vais y aller. Je vais commencer par le personnage le plus évident en fait. Ito. Ito, il a l'air intéressant. Il a l'air très intéressant en fait. Le seul truc, c'est que c'est un personnage qui est énormément basé sur la défense en fait. Donc plus sa défense est augmentée, plus il fait de dégâts. Sinon, on a Goro. Goro, c'est peut-être le personnage qui m'intéresse le moins par contre. Parce que c'est un personnage que, selon le nombre d'autres personnages de type Géo que tu as dans ta team, ses compétences vont être boostées quasiment presque au maximum en fait. Le personnage a l'air cool à jouer par contre. Mais c'est vraiment le fait que c'est en tant que en personnage solo en fait, genre s'il est entouré seulement de personnages comme Pyro, Hydro, etc. mais que c'est le seul Géo de la team, c'est bon évidemment ces trucs de bonus ne servent totalement à rien au final. Faut absolument que tu aies d'autres personnages Géo pour que ça fonctionne. Genre en ce moment j'ai Jean-Louis, donc ça pourrait fonctionner, c'est juste que ça va me donner juste un bonus de défense. Faudrait que je mette Noël, faudrait que je mette peut-être Ningguang, possiblement que je mette Ito ou Albedo si je finis par les avoir un jour. Mais même là, c'est pas énorme. Donc ouais, non, ça peut être intéressant pour ceux qui jouent énormément des personnages Géo en fait dans leur team. Sauf que la team avec laquelle je joue, Goro ne va pas nécessairement être joué énormément dans ma game en fait. Genre, je vous donne une idée, je joue principalement Jean-Louis évidemment, surtout Ayaka. J'ai eu Ayaka, j'ai eu Mona. Mona, je pense que ça fait depuis presque le début que j'ai commencé à jouer à Genshin que j'ai ce personnage. Et tout dernièrement, j'ai eu Utao. Et par-dessus ça, dans la raison pour laquelle je me suis réveillé il y a 1 heure, presque, c'est que j'ai fait un peu de farming un peu autour du monde pour Genshin. Il me restait un vœu d'événement dans mes affaires. Et je l'ai passé sur la bannière des armes. Et effectivement, mesdames et messieurs, je peux vous affirmer que j'ai eu le bâton de Oma. La lance 5 étoiles qui est censée aller avec Utao, en fait. Je vous le jure. Je sais pas, j'ai eu de la luck. J'ai eu énormément de luck. C'est peut-être parce que j'ai regardé un live de quelqu'un qui jouait, qui faisait des vœux, justement. Cette personne-là, elle a fait 3 fois 10 vœux d'affilée. Et à chaque fois, elle a obtenu un 5 étoiles. Elle a obtenu un arc à flèche. Elle a obtenu... Ben, en fait, c'était un live qui datait de la bannière de Bâle, en fait. Juste vous donner une idée. Cette personne-là, elle a obtenu la Claymore 5 étoiles et a obtenu la lance de Bâle par après. 5 armes 5 étoiles en 3 tirs. C'est fou. Donc voilà quoi. Donc voyons, non, honnêtement, je trouve ça cool que ils ramènent certains personnages qu'on n'a pas pu avoir dans les précédentes bannières en fait. C'est peut-être un truc qu'ils vont peut-être refaire dans les prochaines mises à jour qu'il va y avoir. Et honnêtement, franchement, je trouve que ce serait peut-être une bonne idée qu'ils gardent ce système en fait. Genre que ce soit pas tout le temps un seul personnage, que ce soit pas seulement un personnage en rerun, mais que ce soit 2 personnages qui fassent leur retour quotidiennement. Genre. Donc là, présentement, on a Albedo qui était déjà confirmé. Eula, c'est une grande surprise, honnêtement. Je m'y attendais pas. Et évidemment, la bannière qui va suivre, donc une 3e bannière en fait, c'est celle de Ito et de Goro. Goro, je risque certainement de l'avoir, c'est un 4 étoiles. 4 étoiles, techniquement, tu as énormément de chances de l'obtenir en fait. Pour ce qui est de Albedo, Eula puis Ito, par contre, je sais pas. Je sais pas honnêtement. Ito me donne envie parce que c'est un personnage qui frappe énormément fort, mais c'est basé sur sa défense. Et j'ai pas énormément d'artefacts sur la défense, malheureusement. Pour ce qui est de Albedo, il m'intéressait déjà pas de base en fait. Pourquoi? Parce que j'avais déjà Zhongli. J'avais déjà eu Zhongli avant même qu'Albedo arrive en fait. J'avais déjà mon main Géo. Pour Eula, il y avait un petit intérêt au niveau de ses compétences cryo. Mais dans ce temps-là, Ayaka a été annoncé peu de temps après. Donc c'est vous dire que au final, il y a beaucoup de personnages que j'ai littéralement poussés de côté juste pour aller chercher ceux que je voulais vraiment en fait. Le Golden Wolf Lord. Ça va être un boss qui va être chiant à combattre par exemple. Surtout que déjà que ce genre d'ennemi te fait des dégâts de corrosion que tu peux même pas bloquer avec un bouclier. Alors déjà là, en faire un boss, ça va être l'enfer. Vraiment là, ça va être l'enfer, mesdames et messieurs. Non, en vrai, certains petits événements qui reviennent, il y a quelques petits trucs. Donc en vrai, la version 2.3 est pas mal, mais je dirais que c'est une update normale. Plutôt ordinaire. Donc, voilà quoi. Ouais, c'est pas mal ça en vrai. Donc, voilà, c'était ma réaction sur la version 2.3 de Genshin Impact en fait. C'est sûr, il y aura d'autres réactions pour les autres versions, la 2.4 et 2.5, etc. En espérant voir du contenu qui va être peut-être et encore plus gros. Je sais que possiblement en ce moment les prédictions pour la 2.4, en ce moment il y a une rerun possible de Xiao pour la version 2.4. et un nouveau perso 5 étoiles. Je me souviens plus le nom de ce personnage. Je sais que c'était un personnage qui a été énormément discuté. Je suis plus sûr en fait. En tout cas, une chose est sûre, c'est qu'Yaimiko est en ligne de mire. Yaimiko est pour arriver. Je sais qu'il y a 1 ou 2 semaines, il y avait des développeurs qui avaient confirmé que sa compétence élémentaire était complète. Ce qui fait qu'ils sont proches de finir la conception du personnage. Donc ça va être pas mal en vrai. Honnêtement, je pense que Yaimiko, pour moi, c'est probablement le personnage que je m'attends à avoir le plus, en fait. Déjà que j'ai pas pu avoir Bal, Shogun Raiden. Donc je m'attends probablement à essayer d'aller choper Yaimiko. Ouais. Non, c'est pas mal en vrai. Donc voilà. C'était ma réaction sur le live de Genshin Impact version 2.3. J'espère que ça vous aura plu. Du coup, on se retrouve très bientôt pour le prochain live. On se retrouve très bientôt pour Metroid Fusion aussi. C'était GeekYoshii. Au plaisir de vous revoir tout le monde. Allez, ciao ciao.